So we just, like every weekend we'd go skating for this video, and one weekend we ended up at a school in Burbank, and Chris kind of just pulled it out and was like, hey Tom, check this out. And I was kind of like, what? Like from super far away, and I was just like, no way. Because it's, you know, it's an honor. Like there's only 12 covers and there's only so many people and there's so many rad people. So I felt pretty lucky and honored at the same time. Cameron was shocked. That was the first time I felt like, because he gave me a hug because he was there, but he was shaking. And like I think that meant so much to him because being a skate photographer is so hard. So that's like the pinnacle of where you want your photo ran, right? He was blown away and like shaking like when I hugged him. And I was just like, fuck yeah, dude, my parents are gonna be so stoked. Like that's what I thought for some reason. I'm like, dude, my parents are gonna be hyped.
That's fucking
so yeah, it was cool. That's the day.
Should we get them both?
Let's put it on the ground.
What are you doing? You're serious? This is real. Has Tom seen this?
No, he hasn't. Let's call him over.
This is real.
What?
Oh my god. That's so sick. Oh.
Oh.
Yes!
Wow.
Good job, team. Good job, team. Oh.
Dude,
Damn.
thanks. Fuck.
Wow. Thank you, Tempster.
Dude. This is pretty shocking. Damn, dude, thanks, Cameron. Transworld Chris. Everybody.
Jamie.
Jamie. Oh my god, stop. Yeah, the next Transworld video is called Substance, and that was the first trip that we went on for the video. And it was to Barcelona, Spain. And that spot just came about it was the last spot of the last day. And I'd kind of like done a tour. One of my favorite skateboarders is Ed Templeton, and a lot of his part that I grew up on was filmed in Barcelona. So we were doing tours of like, oh my god, Ed skated that. We ended up at that one. I'm kind of like tripping out like, oh, Ed Smith grinded this in Good and Evil, and Brian Anderson skated it. He Smith grinded it too. So like, oh, how can I skate this? Because I kind of like skating spots that like people you really like skate. I don't know why. It's kind of like you're paying an ode to them or something. Davis was trying to skate it like an out rail, kind of like Stefan to flat, and we were just like fucking with alling over the rail. And I'd been really in Barcelona, there's lots of spots that are hips, and I was just like nose blunting or blunt sliding like Bam Margera style, all the hips. And that one kind of was just set up to go over to the spine, but it was really steep, so it was pretty hard to like do it. It wasn't even a hold, like you kind of just ollie over and like smash into it, but everybody would be like, I think you got it, but just like be careful with your ankle because it's like so steep and the hip is so tight. And then one just worked, like it was fully luck, and then it worked out, and then it just ended up being on the cover, and I had like no idea that photo would even be like, I didn't even know if it was technically like a good photo or anything. It just like ended up on there, so it was like the most natural way you could do it with your friend. That your friend shoots it, you do it. I don't know, it's cool dynamic. It's like how I grew up skating. I feel like that's what happened a lot back then. Yeah, now everything seems kind of orchestrated, you know? Like, oh yeah, we're giving this dude the cover for this reason. You know what I mean? So it's kind of cool, like, to have it happen so naturally in 2015.